Hi, my name is Cherie Yanek, Churchill Librarian. Today I'm here to read to you a wonderful book, one of a kind like me, Unico Como Yo. And this book is written by Laurin Mayeno, translated by Teresa Mlawer, and illustrated by Robert Liu-Trujillo. And this book is great for really accepting and being who you are. A lot of times, a lot of people question who they are, have concerns, and this book I think you will really enjoy. This book is in Spanish and English, so if you do know Spanish, I encourage you to get the book and check it out. I will only be reading it in English today. And you might notice a little bit of extra text that I'm not reading, and that's the Spanish text. "Oh my," said Mommy. "Tomorrow is the school parade and you still don't have a costume." Danny drew wavy lines with his purple marker. "I know what I'm going to be," he said. Cousin Carmelita watched him licking gooey banana from her fingers. Said Grandpa. "A wizard in long purple robes?" Danny colored between the lines. "Nope." "I know," said Mommy. "A flying acrobat with purple tights?" Danny drew faster and the purple waves danced to life. "Nope." "Well, don't keep us guessing," said Grandpa. Danny smiled. He picked up his silver pencil and added one last touch. "I'm going to be a princess, just like her." Everyone stopped what they were doing and looked at Danny's princess. Her purple dress had round, puffy sleeves and ruffles all the way down to her toes. Her crown was shiny silver. "Ooh, princesa," cooed Carmelita. "Are you sure that's what you want?" asked Mommy. "Yes, I'm sure." "Okay, let's go find your princess dress." Carmelita clapped her sticky hands. Grandpa winked. "Try Nifty Thrifty. They have everything." Danny folded his picture and stuffed it in his pocket. When they walked into the store, their eyes popped wide open. "This place looks like a giant closet exploded," said Danny. Mommy stood and stared. "How will we find anything in all this?" Danny took her hand. "Look for purple. I know we'll find it." "Looks huge. I would feel overwhelmed too." In the first aisle, Danny spotted a bin with hats, masks, and animal ears. He uncovered a sparkly silver crown. It fit him just right. "Yippee!" he said. In aisle 2, Danny looked from side to side, up and down, but there was no purple princess dress. In aisle 3, a twinkle of purple shone from behind the belts. Out slithered a shiny purple necktie. "I know we'll find my dress soon," said Danny. They searched 2 more aisles, and still there was no purple princess dress. Where could it be? In aisle 6, a flash of purple peeked out from a swirl of color on a rack overhead. Could this be his dress? Danny reached up and pulled. Clothes fell, raining all around him. A purple robe landed on his head. "A wizard would wear this," Danny said, "but not a princess." Yeah, princesses generally don't go out in robes. In aisle 7, Danny saw a big purple blob bulging from a shelf. Could this be his dress? Standing on his tippy toes, Danny stretched as far as he could, but the blob was just out of reach. He jumped as high as he could and barely hooked it with his fingernail tips. The purple thing fell, opening up in a sea of ruffles. Danny's mouth dropped open. It wasn't a princess dress. "What is it?" he asked. "It must be a shower curtain," said Mommy. Danny stared at the ruffles. His shoulders drooped. "I was sure this was my dress," he said. Mommy stuffed the curtain back on the shelf. "Let's keep looking." They got to the last aisle and still hadn't found Danny's dress. A speck of purple glimmered from the bottom of a huge mountain of odds and ends. Could this be his dress? Danny gave a tug and something purple and shimmery appeared. He yanked some more and out it came, but "It's leggings," said Danny. "I'm sorry, mijo, there's nowhere else to look." Danny clenched his fists. "But my dress is here. I just know it." A crackling sound came from above and then a tinny voice. "The store is closing in 5 minutes. Please bring your purchases to the register." Danny's chin dropped down to his chest. "Oh well, I guess I'll be a flying acrobat." He left the crown on a nearby table and trudged toward the checkout counter with the leggings. Mommy handed the leggings to the cashier. Danny sighed. He pulled out his picture and looked at his princess. The purple ruffles reminded him of something. What was it? "Wait," he said. "My dress is here." Danny stuffed the picture back in his pocket and raced over to aisle 7. He leapt for the shower curtain and caught it as it fell. "Look, here's the bottom half," he said, wrapping it around his waist. Mommy caught up to him. "Why didn't I think of that?" "Will you help me make it?" asked Danny. course I will. Mommy trailed behind Danny as he ran to get his crown. They hurried to aisle 6 while Danny nabbed the purple robe. We can use this for the top half, he said. Brilliant, said Mommy. They rushed to aisle 3 to grab the purple necktie and made their way back to the checkout counter. They're running around the store a lot in those last 5 minutes. When Danny and Mommy got home, they got right to work cutting and sewing. Your dress will be one of a kind, said Mommy. Just like me, said Danny. Just like you. At school the next morning, Danny couldn't keep his eyes off the clock. Every time he looked, the hands had barely moved. Finally, Miss Galoka stood up. Time to get ready for the parade. Danny jumped out of his seat and dashed over to his cubby. He grabbed his backpack and pulled out his big, fluffy, purple princess dress. Whose dress is that? Asked Miss Galoka. It's mine, said Danny. Mommy helped me make it. Wow, that's fantastic, she said. She helped Danny wriggle into the dress and tied the purple necktie to a bow around his waist. Danny pulled out his shiny silver crown and stood up tall while Miss Galoka placed it on his head. Now I'm a princess, he said. Yes, you are, said Miss Galoka, adjusting the crown so it sat just right. Thank you, said Danny with a smile that stretched clear across his face. Danny skipped out to find his friends and nearly skipped right into a giant octopus. Hello, Danny, said the octopus, blowing a stream of bubbles. Hi, Christina, said Danny. Natasha landed nearby, spreading her butterfly wings. Carlos waddled over, dressed as a big round pineapple. I've never seen a boy princess before, said the pineapple. Me neither, said the butterfly. Danny crossed his arms, making his sleeves puff out even more. Well, I've never seen a walking pineapple or a talking butterfly. Very true, right? Carlos tried to cross his arms, but his big round pineapple suit got in the way. He frowned. The octopus blew some bubbles, the butterfly flapped her wings, the princess curtsied. I guess we're all one of a kind. The pineapple's frown turned into a smile. That's us, one of a kind. Danny twirled, watching the purple ruffles dance around him. So this, again, is one of a kind like me. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope it made you appreciate really being yourself and accepting others for who they are. Thanks for listening, and keep on reading.